What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the effortlessly effervescent Dr. Disaster, and Russell T Davies has finally admitted that the ratings for the new season of Doctor Who suck.
I made a huge tiny mistake.
Now, naturally he won't come out and fully admit that everything is a total failure. He's putting a spin on this thing in order to make it sound like everything is fine. But as I reported the other day, Doctor Who just had the lowest ratings of any episode in the history of the modern era, and it seems it is only going downhill from here. I guess that Russell T Davies now feels forced to admit his failure when the audience hits him right over the head with it.
Quebec, go ahead.
Me or...
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, make sure to follow me over on Twitter, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1. Anyways, this article comes to us courtesy of Doctor Who TV. It says, RTD admits Doctor Who Series 14 isn't hitting the ratings we'd love, but notes under 30's growth.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
The dude is just coping. It's actually quite funny to see. The article says Russell T Davies has admitted that the initial ratings for Series 14 have not met the team's high expectations for Doctor Who. However, he says the 28-day figures and metrics from younger viewers are faring much better. In the latest issue of the Radio Times, Davies said, "I'm very proud of it. You know, they might not be the ratings we'd love. We always want higher, but they are building over the 28-day period. Episode 1, Space Babies, is already up to 5.6 million and counting, so it is getting there."
What the hell is wrong with you?
Let's put this thing into perspective, shall we? He says that Space Babies is at 5.6 million views. Well, it's a little over a month old now. In its first week of release, it got a touch over 4 million views, meaning that in the 3 weeks or so after its first week of release, it has managed only 1.6 million more views. And how many of those are simply his hardcore, devoted, true believers rewatching it? This is not a win. Anyhow, Davies highlighted his success in attracting a younger audience to the show, under 30s. I was brought back in to bring in a youthful audience that's been massively successful.
Whoop-de-doo!
They are literally talking about the modern audience right here. Congratulations, you have your modern audience. It's the smallest audience in the history of Doctor Who, and this is just a cope. This is like saying, well, I didn't get to date that girl I really liked, but you know, I did get to date her 500-pound friend with the skin condition and the dead tooth. Once again, look at the episode viewership chart here. Dot and Bubble just had the worst 7-day viewing figures in the history of the show, and Rogue may very well beat those numbers. Things are not going well for Doctor Who. This is why he's talking about this in the first place. This is likely why the future of the show beyond next year is still up in the air, according to this other article from Doctor Who TV. I think there's a reason for this, and I think it is tied to the fact that Doctor Who didn't even crack the top 10 on the Nielsen streaming charts in the US on its Disney Plus debut. I believe that Disney is going to be looking very critically at these numbers, at these viewership numbers for this season of Doctor Who, and they are making decisions about whether or not they are going to renew their partnership with the BBC here. Russell is trying to spin this news in a positive light so that Disney doesn't boot him to the curb, but there is no denying how awful the show's ratings have been. You know it is really bad when an egotistical ideologue like RTD acknowledges that the show has literally become Doctor Who. But I'm gonna leave it there. Do you think Disney will continue to fund this crap after 2025, or will they move on in an effort to make Disney Plus actually profitable? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.